Imagine this. It's July 2026. More than 1 billion people are watching. The FIFA World Cup final. The score is tied. The clock shows 89 minutes. And standing over the ball is an 18-year-old kid. Not Lionel Messi, not Cristiano Ronaldo, not Kylian Mbappe. A teenager named Lamine Yamal. One touch, one moment, one shot, and football history changes forever. The question is no longer whether he's talented. The question is, can Lamine Yamal become the next GOAT? Or is the football world once again falling in love with potential before greatness is truly earned? This is the story of the most exciting football prodigy of the modern era, and whether FIFA World Cup 2026 could be the moment that launches him into immortality. Chapter 1. The boy who shouldn't be this good. Every generation gets a wonder kid, a player who arrives so young that people refuse to believe what they're seeing. In the early 2000s, it was Lionel Messi, a shy teenager dribbling through defenders twice his age. Years later came Kylian Mbappe, a lightning-fast teenager who helped France win the World Cup at just 19 years old. And now, football has Lamine Yamal. Born in Spain in 2007, Yamal entered Barcelona's famous La Masia Academy at an age when most kids were still learning basic football fundamentals. Coaches immediately noticed something different. Not just his speed, not just his dribbling, but his football intelligence. He seemed to see the game several moves ahead, like a chess grandmaster trapped inside a teenager's body. While other players reacted to situations, Yamal predicted them. And that difference would change everything. By the age of 15, he was already training with senior professionals. By 16, he was breaking records. And by 17, he had become one of the most feared young attackers on the planet. The football world wasn't witnessing development. It was witnessing acceleration. Chapter 2. The Messi Comparison. Every young Barcelona star faces the same curse. The Messi comparison. And that's exactly what it is. A curse. Because comparing anyone to Lionel Messi is like comparing a startup founder to Steve Jobs. The standard is almost impossible. Messi didn't just become great. He became statistically abnormal. 8 Ballon d'Or trophies, World Cup champion, Champions League winner. The highest level of consistency football has ever seen. So when people call Yamal the next Messi, they're setting a trap. But here's what's fascinating. Unlike most wonder kids, Yamal actually has traits that make the comparison understandable. His close control, his ability to glide past defenders, his vision, his left foot. Even the way he receives the ball feels eerily familiar. Yet there is one major difference. Messi entered a world dominated by physical defenders and structured football. Yamal enters a world where data, tactics, athleticism, and defensive systems are more advanced than ever before. In many ways, his challenge is harder. The modern game leaves less space, less freedom, less margin for error, and yet he continues producing moments of magic. That's why scouts, coaches, and analysts are paying attention. Because greatness isn't measured by resemblance, it's measured by results. Chapter 3. The World Cup Factor. Here's an uncomfortable truth. The GOAT debate is rarely decided by club football alone. World Cups matter. A lot. For years, critics used one argument against Messi. No World Cup. Then came Qatar, 2022. Everything changed. Overnight, Messi completed football. The final piece was in place. History was rewritten. And now, Yamal faces a similar reality. No matter how many trophies he wins with Barcelona, the World Cup remains the ultimate stage, which brings us to FIFA 2026. Unlike previous tournaments, Spain enters with genuine optimism. A new generation is emerging. Creative midfielders, technical defenders, explosive attackers. And at the center of that excitement stands Lamine Yamal. If Spain makes a deep run, if Yamal dominates the tournament, if he produces iconic moments under pressure, his career trajectory changes instantly. Not because one tournament creates greatness, but because great players use tournaments to announce greatness. The World Cup is football's biggest amplifier. One magical month can define a legacy for decades. Chapter 4. What makes a GOAT? Let's pause for a moment, because people throw around the word GOAT far too easily. Being great is one thing. Being the greatest of all time is something entirely different. To reach that level, Yamal would need 4 things: longevity, dominance, trophies, and moments. Longevity means performing at the highest level for over a decade. Dominance means becoming the player everyone fears. Chapter 5. The dangers ahead. History is ruthless. For every Messi, there are dozens of forgotten wonder kids. Players once called future Ballon d'Or winners, future legends, future superstars. And yet, they disappeared. Why? Pressure, injuries, bad decisions, poor environments, or simply failing to improve. The higher the expectations, the harder the climb. And Yamal faces expectations unlike almost anyone his age. Every game is analyzed. Every mistake becomes news. Every performance sparks debate. That's a dangerous environment for a teenager. Football has become a 24-hour entertainment machine. Fans don't just want talent. They want immediate perfection. The challenge for Yamal won't be proving he's gifted. The challenge will be staying focused while the entire world watches. Because football history isn't written by the players who start brilliantly. It's written by the players who survive. Chapter 6. Why FIFA 2026 could change everything. Now imagine the dream scenario. Spain reaches the knockout stages. Yamal scores. Spain advances. Yamal assists. Spain reaches the semifinals. Yamal delivers a legendary performance. Suddenly, the narrative shifts. He's no longer football's future. He's football's present. Sponsors rush in. Global attention explodes. The Ballon d'Or conversation begins. And for the first time, the world starts asking a serious question. Could this kid become football's next defining superstar? That's the power of a World Cup. It's not just a tournament. It's a launch pad. Pelé used it. Maradona used it. Mbappé used it. And Yamal could be next. At just 18 years old. Imagine how terrifying that sounds for the rest of football. Chapter 7. The real answer. So, can Lamine Yamal become the new GOAT after FIFA 2026? The honest answer is yes. But not because of 2026 alone. A single World Cup cannot create the greatest player of all time. What it can do is start the journey. If Yamal shines on football's biggest stage, he won't automatically surpass Messi. He won't suddenly become greater than Cristiano Ronaldo. He won't instantly enter football immortality, but he will gain something priceless: belief. The belief that he belongs among football's elite. And once a player reaches that level, anything becomes possible. Because greatness is never one moment. It's thousands of moments stacked together over years. The World Cup could simply be the first chapter.